should have practiced at least a bit. Phosphorus, thank you for the follow. And we are live with the deathmatch game starting off. And here we go. We got Yamato for the mirror game today. We got Bachavelli on the top and Jesse on the bottom. We can see this starting off with the standard stuff, the 4 town center stuff. And I wonder if they're gonna start with some heavy cavalry cataphracts and then switch off to the horse archer, or maybe straight up centurions. Remember that these deathmatch games are very quick. There's no music. Oops. There we go. We got some units moving on. We can the stables going up, and we archery range starting off for Bachavelli. So Bachavelli starting off with the horse archers and Jesse with the cataphracts. Both very good option for Yamato. Let's see how it's gonna develop. We can see about 10 ranges for Bachavelli. Jesse just with 4, so very low. Oh, never mind. He's having many setups. However, they're kind of spread out, so that might cause him some troubles later on. Bachavelli later switching on to Centurions, so anticipating the heavy cavalry, he's already getting some Centurions up. Remember, Yamato do not have any bonus on Centurions, but they are pretty strong. They have full line of power. And the cavalries are here. They are already coming. I don't know if Jesse's gonna overdo the numbers on the cataphracts. We're about to find out. So, little by little, you can see cataphracts getting their damage done. They are a very good option against the horse archers. However, the Centurions are gonna demolish them later on. Let's see if Jesse has something for that later. Very nice looking for it. For now, it's looking in favor of Bachavelli. Jesse focusing tower, which is not very ideal, and fortunately being kind of concealed too much in his area. He's getting his horse archers just now, but that's a bit, maybe, I don't know if that's a bit too late. Benny has already a lot of victims in the door, and the cataphracts are not getting the value anymore that he should expect it. On this side, we see Bachavelli going unstoppable with the Centurions and the horse archers. Very nice combination and very hard to deal with just with cataphracts. Jesse cataphracts kind of holding in there, but they're gonna be overwhelmed eventually due to the Centurions being just too strong. And little by little, we can see the paint of cavalry being cleaned up. Medj very concentrated on his side, and looks like Centurions are not gonna come from this side. I don't see any horse archer from Jesse. Jesse kind of out of gold, so he's making the horse archer, but the cataphract very expensive unit, and right now looks like that little arrow got him out of gold. He's still got plenty going on, but the horse archers are being queued up. Way too many cataphracts being queued up. 9 on each stable by the looks of it. Definitely, Centurions are gonna melt through this without a problem. And we can see Jesse kind of holding his ground, but unfortunately losing the map big time. Not getting the value that he should have expected. So I would say that unfortunately this is a matter of time for Jesse. He's gonna fall down. Fernando, thank you for a like. So keeping himself on the game with some horse archers, but he needs to switch up from the heavy cavalry because the heavy cavalry are not getting any value anymore. And just we can see Bachavelli on the top side. Plenty of economy going on. He has everything going on: cataphracts, horse archers, and Centurions. So making usage of the full power of Yamato's for this deathmatch game. Which, on the other hand, we see Jesse getting the numbers for his time. But maybe kind of not enough. These horse archers are in range of the tower. These turn towers little by little chipping away the damage, and with heavy cataphracts on the way are gonna be just a matter of time to melt these units away. We can see Jesse kind of migrating his economy little by little, holding his ground on this side, but unfortunately the towers putting a lot of pressure on his side. Cataphracts moving on the other side, so kind of expected that there's more painting here. And Jesse, unfortunately, he's here, but not gonna get much value on the unit. This is definitely a GG will play. Yes, this is in favor. Look at the map side, looks very in favor of Bachavelli. So for now, Jesse called the GG, and that's the first game as Yamato. Very nice start, very nice holdout from Jesse, considering he's not that experienced on deathmatch. 141 kills for Bachavelli and Jesse 111. So you can see very in favor of Bachavelli and almost balance all the have most of the time of the map, and at the end we can see Destroyer. That's probably too many new to this game. Very good start. Very good start for this today's tournament. Let's go for the next game. Let's go to the next game. This is the best of 5, so Bachavelli taking off the first point. Wow, these fights are very, very top tier level. Well, unfortunately, this is the first qualifier or round 1, so little by little we will get more experienced players. Plus, Jesse is a good player. He's just not a frequent deathmatch player. But hopefully he can rust some. He can take off some of that rust that he has. Dun dun dun. What are they saying? I am the tourney organizer now. Yeah, the organizer of this tournament is NinjaJen in DoCxHoliDaY, which is another player that we saw in a previous stream. So definitely interesting to see more players interested in deathmatch. We are waiting on, I don't know. Okay, for now we I think we're just waiting on. Oh, they kicked someone. Who's missing? Ah, Jur. Is it Jur or Jor? I don't know. Looks like we are not waiting for him.
No, yes. Start the game.
Looks like we are starting the second game. I think. Fire it up. That's what Slice says. So, Jory's here. So we're waiting for him. Or not? He just left. We could
start the game already.
Let's check this out real quick. Okay, we are ready. Oh wow, people keep joining in.
Start the game already.
Kolala wants to spectate as well. Looks like we are ready. Alright, so we are getting game 2 for the deathmatch tournament. This is Jesse versus Bachavelli again. Starting off on the left side, we got Jesse, and now we are playing as Sumerian, which is interesting. It's gonna be dangerous. Like the catapults are always interesting to see, and let's see how they're gonna mix it with the side chariots, and horse archers and even centurions might be a good option to get it off. Let's see what are they gonna do now. Let's see. Bachavelli, being the most experienced player, starting off with some archer range, so he's probably gonna go for some small picks at the start of the game, which is not a bad idea considering the speed of the horse archers. So right off the bat, getting his a few archer ranges. Notice that it's not that many, like the paint that you see on big time, like we saw with the centurions. In turn to move to the top. On this side we see academy units. Okay, so maybe in a bit of anticipation he's getting his units ready to attack. Centurions being a good unit and gonna be just enough to deal with this, and I don't know if they're gonna be the horse archers, Sumerian stone throwers. I mean, siege workshop already on the way as well. Jesse spending big time on the academy, so he's gonna go full power on the academy by the looks of it. Bachavelli throwing a little bit of everything. Plenty of siege workshop, actually. This is the big pain that I'm talking about. Plenty of big siege workshop. Definitely Sumerian catapults being very dangerous in the game, especially in deathmatch. Right now we can see a few horse archers, not much being produced on this side. We can see he's focusing pretty much on the siege workshop. We can see the queue being 3, 5, 7, 4, 1. So Centurions better get ready because it's gonna take him some time. Many Centurions, some siege workshop on here actually. So he got them on the back. However, they're being painted up by the siege, the horse archers, which is a very nice call. So getting behind some buildings and trying to get some value. Big numbers for the Jesse, the Centurions. However, the catapults are already being queued up, and these catapults are very dangerous. We can see the shots of these catapults are deadly. Fully powered catapults with alchemy and engineering, just getting everything plus 30% speed on attack. We can see they just shoot as crazy. And the Centurions alone not being enough to defend themselves. You can see more Centurions being focused on the left side power. That's too many. They're being spread out on the left side, and he's already got on the right side plenty of units now. So right now Bachavelli holding his ground with a mix of everything. Again, we can see Centurions, horse archers, and heavy catapults, and holding his ground with some ballista towers. So very nice mix that we can see from this side. We see some Jesse's getting some catapults as well. So plenty of catapults. He's got plenty of siege workshop on his back. So not completely out of the game. He's getting ready to counterattack. Let's see how he will develop. Right now we can see on the top side some Centurions getting on top of him as well. Little by little, these horse archers getting a lot of value, even though they're very little. The damage that they get actually adds up big time, and we can see Centurions alone not enough to deal with these horse archers. Getting these horse archers, these heavy catapults. Little, you can see they're pretty much a bait so that the actual stone throwers deal with damage. And look at this, we can see very nice throws, like Centurions alone just being sent to their death, unfortunately. Many Centurions just going on the death, not even reaching a catapult, and dying on the walk. Look at this corpse pile right here. So many Centurions that unfortunately did not get anything in trade-off. However, Jesse still got plenty of going. We see 150 population from Bachavelli and 140 from Jesse, so Jesse holding his ground one way or the other. Plenty of Centurions on the top side, so Jesse getting a lot of ground, holding his ground very nicely compared to what we saw on the first game, getting a little bit more of that roster from the first game. Catapults getting little by little the attacks on these units, and now a bit of what do you call a timeout. We can see plenty of catapults going up. Jesse having a lot of units. However, it seems that they're gonna go for around him, which I don't know if it's a good idea, leaving all these catapults alone. However, the Centurions, oh no, they're heading their way, so they're getting ready to fight, and Centurions towers are kind of holding his ground. Plenty of catapults. He needs to take care of these units because the gold is gonna run out very quickly, and these Centurions are dying a lot in big numbers. And so more catapults being defended in his way, so holding his ground very nicely to compare to what we saw in last game. However, how long will this last comparing to the gold account? We can see both players actually having more gold. Bachavelli, over 2,000 gold, getting the gold on every map. So right now, very favorable position. He's not gonna run out of gold. We can see some golds on Jesse, but he's not using them just yet. He's gonna run out very soon if he doesn't pay attention. We can see he still got Centurions on the line though. So for now, looks like Bachavelli is winning the rounds on this one. 108 population for Jesse against 180. So Jesse's falling behind little by little in the number of units. Centurions might not be just enough units just yet. They're dying, unfortunately, way too much on the count for these catapults. They're just being food for these catapults. And we see little by little Sumerian, these shots being too fast, getting some friendly fire done, but still one catapult down against all of these. 2 catapults. Okay, we're getting more. 3 catapults down against all these is a very bad trade-off, even with all the resources you get on deathmatch. So, and we see Bachavelli still getting plenty of units going on. He's not gonna stop anytime soon. Plenty of catapult. Switching off to side chariots. Looks like he is taking care of the side chariots so that he can finally clean up the rest of the units that Jesse is gonna have. Jesse, I don't see much unit production anymore. Just going for catapults. However, catapults are being spread out and being killed little by little with all the units that Bachavelli puts on his face. The throwers already getting in, the side chariots already getting in, towers coming, but a little too late since DC is already surrounded by the Centurions. Little by little, the side chariots are gonna get the kill. There are Sumerian, but still they're getting very nice kills on this side. Fortunately, this is gonna take like a tough situation for Jesse. Looks like this is a GG situation where Jesse losing his ground again. And the Sumerian catapults being too dangerous to deal with once they get their power on. So, for now, we can see Jesse kind of called it, trying to get something, but the Centurions just dying on their face, getting killed off. And Jesse's gonna call the GG a second time. Much more improvement from what we've seen on the previous game. Jesse definitely getting some rust off. However, seems it's still not enough to match up Bachavelli's ability. So, very nice play from Bachavelli. We see his economy completely set up. 243 population. He was almost pop cap, and with all his paints getting ready, already spread out on half of the map, and had a complete line of towers to. Mostly to defend himself, to watch that he doesn't get anything from the offside. So for now, very good games. Very good second game. We see 439 kills for Bachavelli against 177 for Jesse. So very big difference right now. We can see even though Jesse held their ground very nicely, he little by little start to fade away, but the Sumerian catapults getting too much damage off the player, and it was a killing factor in the end, as we saw with all the kills. So now, second game is for Bachavelli. Let's see if Jesse can catch on, or are we gonna get or is it gonna be a 3-0 for Bachavelli? El Vertex aquí anda, miren nomás. A ver. The point is for Bachavelli. Hombre! There we go. So now he needs one more, like Ninja says. Bachavelli match point against Jesse. Let's see if Jesse can surprise us with a very nice deathmatch attack. And they're set up. Let's go. Third time's the charm, like they say. Yeah, it looks like he could improve the unit management for this one. Remember that this mode is more about unit management. Like, since you already got all the techs, what you have to care now is for the units, and that's also another hard part that people mostly skip because not very usual that you get to the most powerful units. So taking care of them, it's also very important. Even with all the resources, you can see that you eventually start to lose them out.
Yes.
Okay, we're waiting. We are all ready. Let's go, go, go. Bachavelli 2-0. Match point for this one.
Oh yeah.
He says I'm not spectator, yes. So let's try to move out. Straight again. Very weird. Quentin guy story. No. Who's this guy? Plenty of spectator right now. We're missing for Sly. He should join any second now. Mírenlo, a Luis Enrique Brr, con su robotillo. ¿Qué andamos, muchacho?
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's go. We are getting match 3. Bachavelli versus Jesse for the deathmatch tournament. Starting off with room crash probably. Don't crash. There we go. Starting off with Shan. Ooh, that's been very interesting because now we can see Shang. It's one of those game civilizations that had plenty of options on the Iron Age. So full siege and full cavalry and full horse archers. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they will play out on this one. Both players starting off with their town centers. Jesse going for a 5th one from what I see. Let's see, Bachavelli being the experienced players in these situations. He's gonna go for. Looks like he's gonna go for some stables, so probably some cataphracts on the start. Not a bad option. That we've seen that cataphracts are very devastating in this situation. However, let's see how will they perform later on. Yes, he's starting off with some horse archers, so probably not a bad option. Let's see how big he will go. He's going pretty big. And Bachavelli, we can see as well, going up very big on the cataphract counter. Si le sabe, hombre, carnal. We can see some very horse archers coming up from Jesse on the top side, on the bottom side. Mixing up already some siege workshop as well, seeing some Elepolis on the mix. So very nice to see a combination like these. Cataphracts, very strong units against horse archers by themselves, and with Elepolis on their side, they're definitely gonna be able to wipe them out clearly. Jesse not falling behind though. He's starting to make some siege workshop on his side as well. I don't know if it's as many as Jesse as he will do. Looks like we got plenty of horse archers, some towers to hold their ground off. So very little. Both players kind of getting their rough, and we can see some towers from Jesse as well on this side. Horse archers already here, cataphracts already here, and horse archers doing their work. However, cataphracts too tanky with after in this game. 3 plus 3 pierce armor is a lot to deal with, and Jesse some getting some Helepolis as well. So definitely I want to try to do something else. Bachavelli is switching off to some side chariots, so probably trying to get something off. Getting the siege once he's got some upper hand. However, there are plenty of towers on side of Jesse, so pretty nice spread out. After you see from Jesse holding his ground very nicely, getting his horse archers would be all together. little by little getting the cataphracts. However, Helepolis are coming on the way. Jesse with some Helepolis on his own. However, they're still too far behind on the back, and I don't know if he has the numbers as much as... Oh, he has plenty of siege worship on this side. We can see the spread out being very balanced. Both players. Jesse 115 population against 104 population, so very balanced. Bachavelli mixing up some catapults as well, so we can see little by little very some damage done. Horse archers doing their job and being helped out by the Helepolis. The side chariots are gonna try to get the siege, however, with the horse archers behind them, they should be perfectly fine. So right now, let's see, holding his ground, Jesse on this side of the tower with the heal advantage on his side, so he's definitely gonna keep his ground on the time being. Jesse keeping a lot of units on the tower. Plenty of catapults from Bachavelli, a lot of Helepolis and catapult, just normal catapults, not heavy catapults. Remember that these units do not have sea engineering, so the workshop, the distance is not as strong as one would like it to be, which is +2 range is very important when it comes to another siege unit. Beer Veteran, thank you for the follow. So right now, the side chariots, you can see they're getting through little by little, the siege being chipping away the towers and the buildings. So combining these units with the catapults, you can see they're doing their work down. Some villagers doing here trying to get the tower up, but definitely being intercepted by the Helepolis. Very dangerous situation, losing the heal little by little. Not many horse archers around, unfortunately. I don't see much of units anymore from Jesse. Jesse 87 population against 166 population, so double the population from Bachavelli. Bachavelli completely spread out on the map. However, and you can see catapults in the back are little by little chipping away all the buildings that Jesse has to paint. Helepolis is kind of being mixed all together. However, one good shot is gonna get them all down, and just like that, 4 Helepolis going down with just one single catapult shot. Very unfortunate situation. More catapult being thrown all together. Catapults are being have completely replaced the Helepolis from Bachavelli's side, so we can see no more Helepolis on this side, no more horse archers in this side either. We see cataphracts coming somewhere. I don't see the stables, but we see plenty. This side, these have plenty of stables, so right now tables starting to come back, getting very nice damage on the catapults. Definitely a good option against these catapults. However, there's a little too many of them for him to deal with, and Jesse's sticking his guns to Helepolis, unfortunately, so I don't know if that's a good option considering the catapults are already here, and that's a very big numbers. As we saw, catapults killing all the numbers, but very nice kills getting from Jesse's side, keeping away all the cavalry, the cataphracts, and again the siege. There's still a lot of siege from Bachavelli, and side charges coming underway, so plenty of units still from Bachavelli to deal with. Bachavelli, we can see mixing between Helepolis and heavy catapults, so a lot of options that Jesse has to deal with. The cataphract doing a very nice job though. He's holding his ground very nicely. Very nice defense that he's doing from this side, completely annihilating the catapult that he's got on the left side. He's got plenty of terrain, almost half and half of the map. Cataphracts getting more and more damage, and now they're pushing in. Side chariots coming out as well, so very nice mix-up, which would take chariots handle Helepolis little by little, doing the damage that he needs to get through. However, so many towers here is gonna be a hard time for side chariots. He needs to make some catapults as well from the side of Jesse, which I have yet to see. Jesse kinda out of gold and stone, very low resources comparing deathmatch compared to, and we can see Bachavelli 5k of gold and 2k in stone. He's not gonna have any problem getting his resources back in the time being. So Jesse still has a lot of grind to come back from, and unfortunately it seems even though he's pushing here, there's not much to get. There's gonna be more side chariots coming. However, he's losing his left side a little bit. He still has some Helepolis to defend himself though, but looks like it's not gonna be enough, or maybe it will. It kinda is right now. He's adding some towers to the mix, definitely a good option, holding his ground very nicely, and look like it's working. The Helepolis alone are doing the damage. Side chariots going against the tower is not a very good option in my opinion. You want to get the villagers or the siege side, because the against towers is gonna take way too much time to keep them away. But Jesse, we can see holding his ground on his side, not throwing it away. One tower on the right side annoying the villagers. Plenty of stable, plenty of side chariots. So he's mixing his bag with side chariots and heavy cataphracts. However, I think what he needs is catapults to get all those towers. If he wants to get those towers, Bachavelli not taking any chances, just getting plenty of villagers. Looks like he's probably gonna go for I don't know, Helepolis. Okay, so seems he's gonna keep his guns to the siege, and he's almost pop cap as well. So Jesse holding his ground with 140 pop, but a little too much right now to catch ground onto. He needs to get some nice picks on the villagers. Like getting the forest on this side would be an excellent pick for him to, or all the villagers just running around here. His area is completely defenseless, if you can see. So some units getting in this side would be very advantageous for Jesse. And we see, because he's running around trying to get some towers, but the side chariots harassing the villagers very big time. Does he has? I don't think he has. Okay, I thought he has sacrifice or zealotry. Is the one that I'm looking for. Zealotry. Yeah, but look like Bachavelli holding his ground. Plenty of sites coming from Jesse this time. Still messing up a lot of units. Not much gold being obtained as well. You can see only 1300 gold on the bank and just one miner. On the other hand, we see Bachavelli 3k and 3 gold miners. So little by little, this is the last gold mine, I believe. No, this and this. So very few gold on the map. You're gonna have to switch off to the side chariots eventually. And looks like Jesse is kicking his guns to the side. Only more units coming from this side. Jesse just going full side by the looks of it. He's not gonna try to get any more units. We don't see any more gold unit production right now, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that will go. Bachavelli has a little bit of everything. However, he's pop capped. He cannot get any more unit right now. And we can see the sides are getting in. Plenty of Helepolis from the side of Bachavelli. So Bachavelli still has gold to spare, and he's gonna use it on the siege. And he cataphracts. He's having a little bit of everything again on the cavalry. And I don't know if that's gonna be enough. And we can see going big time on the population. One Helepolis chipping away the towers in this side, which is not gonna get killed off, unfortunately. But Jesse getting plenty of sites. Still not getting all the population up as he would like to. He still got 130 pop against the full pop against Bachavelli. So kinda keeping Bachavelli kinda keeping him on the lines. Like we see. Could you please look at the statistics? Sure thing. Let's take a look at the statistics. 214 villagers for Bachavelli and Jesse 110 villagers. A bit of an overkill if you ask me. I have never seen 214 villagers. The statistics looking big time, but there are many villagers on this side. He's probably trying to chip all the resources away from the enemy, and that's why he went like 200 villagers. And we can see plenty of units on this side. Towers coming up with some catapults on this side to help them. You want to micro this kind of units to get the catapults, but unfortunately it looks like these catapults are gonna get killed off very badly. Side chariots being messed up on the top side. However, oh, they're coming, but they're not. There's a hole here. You can get in between. You should get the villagers. That's what you're gonna do. They'll get the villagers, and there we go. And the catapults getting their damage done. However, they have been found out, and now the side chariots cleaning up very nicely this catapult. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 catapults on the line. More catapults coming for Jesse this time. I don't see any more units from Jesse. So he's just sticking to sites. Only sites being portrayed from 5 stables, unfortunately. Look at Jesse Bachavelli's timeline. So unfortunately, Bachavelli very advantageous on the unit count. But Jesse kind of being trapped on his corner anymore. I don't think he's gonna get anywhere. And like Phosphor mentioned, maybe population would be a good idea. He's kind of falling behind on the eco side, and that's why you see that he's not being able to continue with the side chariot as much as he would like to. And let's see how Jesse hold this out. He's holding his ground very nicely. We got very nice nod from the Jesse, but little by little Bachavelli chipping away all the units with holding his line with towers, getting all the stones, so he's definitely gonna get more towers on the future. And the catapults getting their damage done. But Jesse Jesse on this side, just going side charge, very dangerous. Not little by little, he's gonna be killed off, unfortunately, by the looks of it. Catapults getting left and right, cleaning off everything. Side charges not being enough. Just the pumps that Jesse is making right now are very weak, considering the enemy army that is in front of him. Plenty of catapult, plenty of ballistas, and side chariots are getting him from everywhere. Completely surrounded, and Jesse getting killed off very much tower, and with towers being put on his face, being disrespectfully. And Jesse, I don't see any units. He just has these tables up here, and he's not getting as much damage as he should. Villagers sticking up the, fighting the catapult very bravely, but dying on their way. Sides not getting anything, unfortunately, anymore. So it looks like this is gonna be a very bad situation. Zoom out, please. Es que está en 2X, no puedo subir. No. Esto es todo lo que llego, mira, hasta aquí. So for now, I think this is a game-winning situation for Bachavelli. Bachavelli completely swarming the enemy with towers. Jesse calling the GG, and that's gonna be a 3-0 for Bachavelli. Very well played from the side of Jesse as well. And that's gonna be a wrap for today. We can see 3-0. It was kind of the expected result. However, that's what happened because Bachavelli was already an experienced player. So right now it was hard for Jesse. That's mostly random map. Are you on 2x? Yes, we are. We can see population count 214 against 110. So Jesse's number is not bad actually, but Bachavelli's number was way too big, and you can see the numbers showed up later in the end. You can see Jesse, even though the population was in big favor of Bachavelli, Jesse kind of held his ground, and there was a time that he started to catch on. However, he started to lose it very quickly. Other than that, I think that's gonna be it. Y2X. It's better for casting because you can see more details. Huh? Like I can completely zoom out like this very nicely. And in 1X, even when you completely zoom in, you do not get a lot of detail, which when casting it's kind of important. That's why. Like this is, I think this is the standard that you get with 2X. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Very nice play.